Okay, back to the Ray Brown. And I'm totally gonna make lots of mistakes. And that's cool. I'll learn. I'll get it back. So on page 12, Every gets you to memorize all of the major scale patterns for all 12 keys up one octave. He gets you to start playing scales on other strings, page 12. And, you know, instead of playing across multiple strings, he starts to get you to like lay out the scales in a more, is this vertical or lateral? Anyways, he instead of like crossing strings, we're doing more shifts here, which is useful, especially when you're, you know, playing it's just, I think he's trying to get you to see and exercise some shifting patterns. And there's some interesting things I noticed after going through this. One thing is that it answered some of my questions about, you know, is the ascending and descending patterns the same? And from what I can see from his suggestions, the descending patterns are the same as the ascending, which is good. It's useful. I mean, that's easier for me to just remember. Wasn't sure. It wasn't clear on the first exercise like what that meant, because I was playing them up and down, and in some cases I wasn't applying the same fingering or the same shifts. So anyways, I want to play a couple of these and show you a couple things I've noticed that are, I guess, well, I'm going to start with the first one. Actually, no, I'm going to start with F. So here's how he suggests to play F across two strings. So instead of playing F like, we're basically going to take those last three notes on the D string and play them on the A string. So watch what he does here. So 1, 4, 0, 1, 1, 4, 2, 4, and then down. 4, 2, forgive my pitch. 4, 1, 1, 0, 4, 1. So this is what I started to notice after I went through a few of these, is that he appears to kind of couple the notes. And this is a good example. I'll show you the couples I'm talking about. So right here in this first position that he's got, he couples the first and second notes. And then he couples the second, and then there's a shift. Last couple. I start to see that repeating kind of pattern. It's interesting. I'm gonna play the F sharp here because it's different. It's a different fingering than the fingering he shows us on the first. Not just that it doesn't cut across all four strings, but where it starts. Check it out. And again, notice the coupling. So here he says start with the 1, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4. I'm pitchy as hell. You see those couples. basically like 4 chunks, you know? It's interesting. I want to play what's interesting about this exercise as well is we start to get our feet wet using the thumb position, which killed me at first because I couldn't figure out how to like navigate that, getting my thumb up. How do I get my thumb up there? And it was uncomfortable too. But with practice, I just kept at it. But yeah, so I want to show you where's the first. Let's see. We see. I'm going to play you the E flat pattern, which he plays on page 13 on the D string only. And again, watch for the couples. Check it out. E string. So we're playing E flat on the D string. Okay. So there's the first couple. Thumb. Pitchy, but with practice, you know, I'm going to tighten up my shifts and play slow and make sure those shifts are good, right? You can always test your notes against that octave there. That's a funny shift. I sound pitchy. But yeah, watch out for that. Last one I'm going to play is the version he shows for C, and I thought this was a typo at first because it's just so different, and I wonder if he's just throwing this in here to say, hey, like sometimes you're gonna have to make some odd shifts, and in this case he suggests this fingering. We have some thumb position on the 12th fret. You end up playing the 6th interval, the 7th, and then the octave, all in thumb position. Check this out. So he suggests starting with the 4th finger, and then the first shift, so C to D is to the first finger. That's a big shift. So 4, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, thumb, 2, 3. It's an interesting position here. I don't know if you can see my thumb, but basically you're getting. And Ray has some pictures in there. He shows you how to like apply thumb position. But this I had to do, making those transitions and learning how to apply this thumb position is tricky. And yeah, you use this exact same pattern on the descending. Oh, his descending pattern is, yeah, exactly the same. So weird, starting on the 4th. You know, like, why doesn't he start Why doesn't he start like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's because he wants you to I don't know. Maybe others have ideas about the rationale there. I think, I don't know. It's giving me something to think about, because it just seems like an unorthodox approach compared to everything he's shown up to this point. It's so strange. Why not first couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sure there's a good reason, and I'm just murdering this, like my intonation is just awful. But yeah, 1, 2. It's interesting how he completes that too. He doesn't suggest this fingering. He suggests this. So when you look into like thumb position, you'll notice there's a few different ways to position that, and I think we'll get into that later, I'm sure. Anyways, I hope that helped. This is useful. This one really starts getting you seeing these patterns, these couples, and starting to embark on thumb position, which is like, feels like jumping off a cliff at first, because it's just so bizarre feeling compared to, like, you would never do this on an electric bass. Maybe you would, I don't know. Anyways, enjoy. I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm dedicating myself to finishing this book and helping others who are you know, maybe embarking on the same journey. So till the next video.